Did you know that over 40% of Canadians can't even cover an unexpected $500 expense? That's not a sidebar. It's a red flag. It reveals why over 90% of people never become truly wealthy. Here's what happens. Money flows into the business or your paycheck. Great. But too many traps lurk. Spending habits creep up. The revenue grows, so we spend the growth. The brain rewards keeping up rather than building ahead. Taxes, they pull hard. Every dollar you make yields less after the taxman, significantly eroding your compounding base. Fees, interest, opportunity cost. You took a business loan. You paid a bank interest. You borrowed from the bank rather than your own system. That money leaves your ecosystem and becomes someone else's gain. And crucially, because most people don't have structures, they treat growth like extra, not as a machine. Without structure, you default to spending, reacting, or being stuck in the trap of working harder rather than smarter. Here's where the shift occurs. What if you took the same cash flow you already have and redirected it into a structure that behaves like capital instead of consumption? When your money is subject to those drains, spending, taxes, interest, fees, your compounding engine never fires. That's why so many never climb past comfortable into wealthy. Because compounding wealth demands capital that stays in the system. The money stays in your ecosystem. You are no longer paying interest to banks. You are borrowing from yourself and paying yourself. That reverses the extraction. Because it's structured and disciplined, the drain of taxes, interest, fees, and impulsive spending is minimized. Growth happens inside, using your rules. For business owners and professionals in Nova Scotia and elsewhere, this means you can use your corporate profits or your personal cash flow to build a private financing system that aligns with both your business and personal goals. Because it's structured and disciplined, the drain of taxes, interest, fees, and impulsive spending is minimized. Growth happens inside using your rules. For business owners and professionals in Nova Scotia and elsewhere, this means you can use your corporate profits or your personal cash flow to build a private financing system that aligns with both your business and personal goals. When you rely solely on work, save a little, invest in mutual funds, hope the market does well, you are still vulnerable to spending creep, taxes, fees, market downturns, bank rules, and timing risks. That's the trap the 90% fall into. By contrast, when you use IBC with high cash value whole life, you shift from reactive, what leftover cash can I spend, to proactive, what capital engine am I building? You change who earns the interest, who controls the access, who decides the timing. You make your growth quiet, consistent, internal, not dependent on external institutions or speculative bets. In short, you stop being a participant in someone else's system, the banks, the markets, and become the designer of your own system. That's the mindset and mechanism the wealthy use, and that's what lifts you out of the 90% trap. Ready to stop giving your money away and start building your own capital engine? Click to discover how this strategy works for business owners and professionals in Nova Scotia. Step by step. Learn more.